Hey, you're hanging out in the Link Up Lounge. I'm Tiffany Mason.
And I'm Donna Ruppel. Around here, we believe success isn't just about what you know, it's about who you link up with. This is your lounge for turning one link into endless opportunities.
Donna, it blows my mind that the two of us have over 30 years of combined networking experience.
I know. We've built businesses, expanded networks, and created unstoppable momentum, all through the power of strategic connections.
AKA networking. And now we're here to guide you to do the same, starting today.
So let's dive in, connect, and start making moves you didn't even know were possible.
Welcome back to the Link Up Lounge. I'm Tiffany Mason with Virtually You, the boutique podcast management agency, and I'm here with my co-host, Donna Ruppel, your Nocatee real estate expert.
This is your lounge for turning one link into endless opportunities. And today, we're sitting down with two incredible women who know a thing or two about building connection through community. We're talking to Jac and Jess from St. John's BFF about how their networking group started, the magic behind their standout events, and what's coming next. Welcome, ladies.
Hi. Yeah, we're in sync.
I love it in unison.
We're going to go at the same time.
Perfect. Okay. Well, we're just going to dive right into it. Let's just start at the beginning. How did the two of you come together to form your networking group? And then what inspired that connection or that creation?
So we actually connected with our sons being on the same team where Jac and her husband were actually coaching my son. And this is when he was 4 and they're 11 now. So this is, about 6 years ago now, maybe 7, right? I can't count.
Interesting.
So she was coaching with her husband and I was in the middle of constantly working, going back. And she had just moved here and we became friends on social media. She saw that I was born and raised here and I had a pretty big group of friends and she wanted to get connected and start meeting other people. So we started kind of becoming friends through social media. And she asked me to keep her busy and get her involved in all the things I was doing because I had a lot of different things.
Lots of things.
Yeah, watercolor parties because I like to teach watercolor and then like a group walk and then bunko.
Too many things.
And she really was trying to network and I was already doing a lot of it. And since I knew a lot of people here, she kind of wanted to mingle in with all that. And so I invited her to all the things and she said, "You do too much. Can we just do a lunch?" She goes, "I'm a lady of lunch." And I said, "Well, I'm a lady of leftovers. My husband cooks great. So I don't really want to do a lunch." And I agreed. We did a lunch and we had about 17 girls the first time. And it was at the place we have our lunch in at St. John's Golf. And it just grew after, just a lunch.
Yeah, we literally, I reached out to her and I was very transparent. Hey, I want to grow my business. I want to network. I want to meet people in the area. I know you're local. Can I come to things? And I know you get this. And she goes, absolutely. And literally she kept having things and more things and more things. And I was like, I'm very overwhelmed. And I'm the extra. We're both extroverts actually. But I have also have 4 kids. So going and doing, and I'm like, we are in sports like 7 days a week and all the things. I don't want to do that. Let's go to lunch while they're in school. Now we homeschool. So, it doesn't matter. But so finally convinced her. And yeah, we started with that lunch and then with 17 women and it's just obviously grown very much so since then.
It sounds like it's fair to say Jess was having all the fun. Jac, you wanted to have a little bit more fun with some women opposed to doing all of the sports and everything with your children and family. And it was a good culmination of a little bit of networking, a little bit of fun, and a little bit of getting out of the, grind of family, female work life.
Yeah. It's definitely easy to fall into that when you have kids that are active in sports because that becomes your whole world and all of your connections. So it's inspiring that you wanted to get outside of that and do extra things. So was there a moment early on when you realized like this is bigger than we thought?
We kind of just were like, let's go to lunch. Let's start a Facebook group. And then let's do chicks and coffee because I had chickens. And so that's why it's named that. People kept asking me to come to my house and have coffee with my chickens because that's what I did. I would sit outside, drink coffee and like laugh at my chickens. Like, I want to do this with you. So we were like, okay, sure. Let's have a chicks and coffee. We had like 6 people, 5 people. I don't know how many it was at my house for the very first one. And we're like, we'll do chicks and coffee. It's a free event. So if people don't have money and they can't afford to go out to lunch, just come to this free thing and let's build community. And so our first goal was to get 500 people in our Facebook group. We're like, this is cool. We opened a Facebook group. Let's go ahead and just get a goal to get 500 by the end of the year. And that was, we started in August 2023. This was September. by the end, I think it was by the end of September, we had 500 people just from word of mouth, just because we had the 2 lunches, just because we had all those things. And so, yeah, it definitely took on a life of its own.
I invited Jack to go see the Barbie movie when it came out.
Yeah.
And it was with a group of my friends. And she and I both with the group walked out of the movie and I hated it. I thought I like just got off of drugs or something. I thought it was
loved
crazy.
it.
And she loved it. And so we look at each other and I'm like, that was the worst movie ever. What? I feel like I was just like drugged. And she's like, I loved it. It was empowering. And we looked at each other with such disgust. Like,
how could you?
Like, are we even going to be friends after this? Because I was like, there's no way I can be friends with somebody that loved that stupid movie. And she's like,
well, I'm the person that loved that stupid movie. So
we're in the bathroom and then it got quiet. And I'm like, she loved it. I hated it.
This could be the end.
This could be the end.
That reminds me of when Donna and I went to a movie together. We went to It Ends With Us. And we had been hearing like everybody was like, oh, you got to go. You got to go. And we literally bought our tickets, sat down in the movie theater. And she looked at me and she was like, I really don't have a clue what this movie's about. And I was like, I don't either.
Why we're here.
So you guys went to a movie and had adverse reaction?
Reaction because she hated it. So she was like, absolutely not. And I was like, oh gosh. There were things I would tweak, obviously. But I loved it. Reminded me of when I was a kid. And I played with Barbies all the time and it helped me dream. Like I was like, I have this Barbie, I can do that. I have this Barbie and I can do that. And I had bins of Barbies and I would pretend I was an astronaut and I would pretend I was all these things. So it reminded me and I literally like forgot that I loved Barbie so much.
And see, I was the one that had like 100 baby dolls. I was everybody's mom. I didn't want a Barbie doll. I wanted all the babies.
I wanted all the babies as well.
All the babies.
Donna, were you babies or Barbies?
I was not a doll person at all.
Okay.
Somebody gave me a Barbie. I never played with it. I thought baby dolls were a little weird. I just was not a doll person. I don't know why.
So you guys have like these really thoughtful and elevated events. Did you ever have a Barbie one?
So we haven't per se had like Barbie, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. We have so many different fun themes, but always on our birthday, our anniversary, right? Our BFF anniversary, the girls always get a cake and top them with Barbies.
Yeah.
Oh, cute. So, okay.
Yeah. So now we have like, we're going to put them actually in the BFF museum, we say. We'll go into the museum. So we saved them. I have them.
I like it. Okay. Well, how did your guys' event style evolve? And what is your approach when you're planning something new? I mean, you guys always have really fun, elaborate, events that you're planning or that are in the works. And I can't imagine you guys have time to do like anything else. Like they're great. They look like super fun events. I mean, you guys definitely give a lot of value for the event that you're offering.
Yeah, we definitely really, really grateful for our team. Because when it started, it was just the two of us. And then we brought in Melissa because we didn't know how to make a Stripe link for people to pay. We were like, well, we can help. And she was like, I'm not helping you. And so we forced her to help us. And then since then, our team has really evolved. We have 7 on our leadership team, but 13 total with our volunteers. Okay. We're always just listening. If people are like, I would love this theme, we're like, hey, that sounds really fun. We theme out our luncheons for the whole year. We theme out all of our things. And then honestly, if we just want to do something, we do it. We don't want to go to an event that isn't enjoyable. So we think that would be fun. Let's do that. And that's how all of our events evolve. Honestly, truly. Like something I want.
Yeah, just organically.
Yes, absolutely.
Listening to the masses.
Yeah, because that's huge. If they're like, hey, I really want like our PV party that's coming up, the old Hollywood. Oh my gosh, like the noir vibe. And we're going to have, and it's elevated into Carpelli's Grand. And so it's this giant, beautiful, historic Jacksonville building. And so the theme really matches it. And people love the themes. It gives them a chance to really either get dressed up or wear costumes or whatever and just be a little bit free. And if they don't like it, we always say, come as you are. You don't have to wear it, but if it's themed, we will be dressed up. So
I love me a theme. I love me a theme. Ask Donna. I love me a theme.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All about it. And she dresses to the nines, whatever the theme is. So
you have an opportunity. That's our luncheon every single month. Every single month, there's a new theme.
So you guys also host more casual gatherings, kind of like you mentioned your Chicks and Coffee. I didn't realize that your Chicks and Coffee started with actual chickens and watching them. Yeah, I didn't know that at all. But much more of a casual sort of, and you mentioned, free event where you can come and just chat with people and get to know people and build community. And so how do those fit in the bigger picture of your goals for BFF?
Yeah. So we always want an opportunity for people to come and see if they, we have our memberships, but they're business memberships, right? We don't have hey, pay to be in this Facebook group. We want it to be open to everybody. I mean, I remember a time in my life when I couldn't have paid to be a part of a group, but that doesn't mean that you don't deserve friends and support and love and to be seen, heard, and valued. And so we were like, this just makes sense with our, abundant mindset. We do abundance, not scarcity. We do collaboration, not competition. And so to have that door, that especially that Chicks and Coffee, just as far as we've never had a inkling to charge for it ever. And it sells out free, but we still have to have people registered. They all know, all of them show up. You got, you're there, you saw but it's about 50 women every month that come. And then they can see like, hey, this actually might be a good fit for my business. Let me sign up for that business membership. Let me go ahead and attend the luncheons.
I love that you guys have or find value in offering something at a lower price point or a free price point. I know that was Donna and I's motivation too. Like so many women with all these small businesses, and we just want to support women and we want to help them grow their businesses and flourish. And I know you guys have that same mindset. And so we did the same thing. We did a super low subscription price so that everybody can afford it. And people are always like, oh, that's a lot cheaper than BNI. And we're like, yeah, we want the connection to be there more than, like we're a nonprofit. We're not trying to make $1 million off of this. We're just trying to help women build their businesses. Honestly, men too. We have a men's group and we have some men mixing in, but I love that you guys find value in that and that you offer that. Also, like a jumping off point where they can kind of come, check it out, see what you guys are all about. And your guys' advertising really is so eye-catching. I have to commend you. It's so fun. Every time I see anything, I'm like, I want to be there. So you guys do a great job getting the word out and, making people feel welcome and, creating FOMO. Like, you got to be there.
That is something that I have kind of gotten for years because I've been in social selling literally since 2014. So I started in network marketing with Beachbody in 2014. My husband's military, so we moved 15 times in 9 years. I never had the chance to establish a local community, right? And so I was selling online and I built a full-time paying business online. So every time I was creating, whether it was a challenge group that I ran monthly or something, I had to create FOMO. And that's what I'm really good at. It's like, you need me. And they're like, I need to be there. I don't know why I need to be there. It's just something that I have learned and be like, how do you have? I'm like, again, marketing for over 25 years, but literally social selling. I was doing Facebook ads before people even knew what a Facebook ad was. I was creating videos. And so it's second nature. It's just kind of,
you can tell.
I don't know. It's in my brain. I don't know it's there. Yeah. So no, it's really fun.
But we
you guys do a great job of that.
To Melissa because
she's taking it over.
She is gone. She's made our posts and our funny reels and like the anime pictures of us. She's really stepped up.
We definitely are transitioning her over. She's now taking over marketing, which is beautiful because she has this creative side. We can't do everything. We don't want to do everything. We want to be able to be in the front lines, talking to people, mingling, mixing. And so Melissa's taking it over and she's doing an excellent job.
Yeah, that's so great that you guys have that support. Well, tell us about your connection with Isaiah House. How did that relationship begin? Why is it important to fold in a philanthropic component?
So I actually went to church with Danae Bunzo, and she's over this region. She started the Isaiah House and like the awareness here in Jacksonville. And so we went to church together years ago when she was trying to get the word out. At that time, I thought I wanted to be a foster parent as well. So I did the course with my husband and I got really involved with it. I learned that they are that middle ground for children that are removed from bad situations from their homes. So they will come and get them and they will take them to this house called Isaiah House. And they can have a bath. They have an upstairs room where they can look through clothes and toys and then just feel really loved and have a meal. So they can stay in a safe, nice place, get cleaned up, and wait for a foster family to receive them. And what was going on in Jacksonville up until Isaiah House is they were waiting downtown on the building, on the floor, on the carpet, whatever hour of night they were being removed from their home. Hearing their social worker hang up, calling so many people trying to see who will take them, which is really devastating, just waiting, and you're already upset about all other things as well. But that Isaiah House is just a place for children to really feel safe and loved for that time period that they're waiting for their placement. And they get a duffel bag of all the things that they could take to their foster home instead of a trash bag of things or maybe nothing, so they can get toothbrush and clothes. And so Isaiah House provides that.
I did not know that's what that was. That's
I didn't either.
amazing.
That is amazing.
That is amazing.
I really loved them at first. And so when we started talking about nonprofits, I was like, we have to have Isaiah House. So I introduced Shantae and everybody. And then I kind of taken my hands off and let Jenny run with it. But that's how they came into the picture.
I love even more that it was just something so near to you. It wasn't like, oh, well, these are the 12 different organizations we could possibly do something with. I love that you just had such a strong gravitational pull to that organization. So that's beautiful. Okay, why is it important to have a philanthropic component to your organization?
So one of our biggest things is obviously we love the Lord. We believe in Jesus. Matthew 7, not our job to judge. Come be with us. Let's have good conversations. And so obviously serving is a huge part of being a Christian. And that doesn't, that's time serving, that's tithing, that's all of the things. And right off the bat, we were like, hey, I want to make sure that we're setting up in obedience in every way to the Lord, our business. And we were both completely in line with this. 10% is, 10% of our business. We need to tithe that. And that means let's work with this nonprofit and these nonprofits as we've grown. So 10% every single month goes right into an account. And then Jenny, who's actually in charge of, she's our community outreach director, she's in charge of that. And so she communicates with the nonprofits. We have multiple now, Cup of Love, Had Your Stocking, Isaiah, and gives them what they need. Right. And so just from the very beginning, we wanted to be obedient in every way, shape, or form because we didn't know what BFF was going to become, but we knew we were called to do it. Although, because neither of us had time to do this, but we were like, well, I don't have time, you don't have time, but we have a half a time each. And if we add that up, we can have one full time to do this. Really seriously, because of all, we're both entrepreneurs. We have our own businesses. She's a real estate agent. I now have a marketing agency. I'm a coach. I'm a speaker. And so our half a times we're built out of obedience. Like this is God's business. We are honored. And there's often days we look at each other like, I don't know how this happened. I don't know how we got here. But everything has been like, is it going God's way? And if it's not, then we get rid of it. So
awesome.
That honors the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So, how do you guys maintain momentum for BFF and stay aligned as a team when you're juggling so many parts? Because you have lunches, you have chicks and coffee, you have your philanthropic side, you have, all these events. Like, how are you maintaining momentum and staying aligned as a team?
We have our team meetings, so we're really good about being extra communicative with them and knowing who has what job. So we have our meetings. We do a weekly call now in the morning just to stay on top of everything and answer questions so that no one's feeling like they're out of the loop. And that's really changed a lot, just making sure, as we grow and the more people that we have helping, that we're all able to still have time to talk and go over things.
And that maintaining momentum, we take breaks, very deliberate breaks for the team. And we make sure that we communicate with them. So over Christmas, we take the 23rd to the 2nd off. And we're like, hey, we're not approving posts. Everybody take your time off. And we honor, hey, if we're going on vacation, we honor. It's like, hey, then I can pick up slack. I can pick up slack. Great. I travel. We actually are taking the whole month of July off this year. No BFF events, period, because a lot of us like to travel with our families. I travel end of July into August. So I'm like, I won't even be back because I'm going to Massachusetts for 4 weeks with my boys. We drive up every year and we're not going to miss it. We're going to go camping and family time. And we really do honor family comes first. So even if we have a commitment and Jess is like, hey, actually Elias's football game, and this is real life stuff. It's happened. Elias's football game got moved. And we have since the beginning said family is priority. Okay, if we have to cancel an event because now neither of us can do it, we will cancel. We refund everybody. We're like, hey, we are sorry. We do it with enough notice. Or the team is so helpful because they will step up and be like, hey, I can go lead that one. If we didn't have a team, we would honestly fall apart. And if we didn't have breaks and meetings and all of the things that run this like an actual business, we could not continue this.
Yeah, I think another through line that I heard from you on the previous question was God. You guys kind of keep that at center. That seems to be your North Star. And you're like, does this align? Nope, ditch it. And then of course, honoring family. And I think that you guys have a heart of service, it sounds like. So I think if you keep those three things at the forefront, it sounds like you guys do, that's how you guys are kind of staying aligned. And then the momentum is listening to the masses and, what do people want? What do we want? What do we have the bandwidth for? I think that's smart. and taking time off. I think that is genius. We also don't do anything in July because we just get such poor attendance for everything. We'll hold the meetings, but there's no mandatory attendance. There's nothing. If you have the free time to get together, but we know like kids are home and people are traveling. And so, that's very smart of you guys to realize this is kind of a low time. So let's also take that time for ourselves and our family and rejuvenate so you can keep giving, to the fullest extent that you want to give.
And honestly, we built a system that makes sense in all of these, and even with our mastermind, I was like, okay, we are only doing the first 6 months. We are running it and then it ends. And people have a summer off and they have the choice to rejoin. And we've told them, hey, this is our beta round, so it will be less expensive. It is going up because it's so meaty because there's so much into it. Like we had our meeting today and we just shifted and I taught the whole time because we have our training, we have our schedule, all the things, but I have no problem shifting when I see that most of the group is struggling with XYZ. We're going to focus on that. Right. And so we really have to, and we honor and we look at what makes sense if it makes sense for us, it's going to make sense for our community. Right. And so we just stay with that and built it from that way from the beginning.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Okay. Well, what is some advice that you would give someone who is craving more connection, but unsure where they should start?
My advice, and I actually was talking to a friend of mine that I met through my daughter's sports last night when we were sitting there watching our kids. And she's very introverted and was nervous. And she did come to our luncheon for the first time. And she said, I was so tired afterwards. I guess I got myself so stressed out. My head hurt. And I never was in a room with so many people that I didn't know. So she was very uncomfortable. And my advice for people like that, like you said, that just want to start, but they don't know where to start, is just finding ways to be uncomfortable every day, because that's how you grow. And I'm uncomfortable every day, and that's the way you grow. So whatever it is, find something that makes you uncomfortable and start very little. Like starting at our Chicks and Coffee or our Mix and Mingle, where the group's smaller and it's not as high of a ticket, is a good place to start. If you're looking for a networking group, I would say just find ways to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I know it's so funny as an extrovert, isn't it? That it's hard for me to stop and remember, this is not easy for everybody, because it's second nature to, I think, probably all four of us, but it's not for everybody. So good point.
Yeah. And it's funny because, as an extrovert, when I go to an event to meet people, I prefer the mix and mingles and the Chicks and Coffee format because I want to be able to talk to a lot of people and circulate the room. I don't like necessarily lunches because I'm sat down and I'm stuck only talking to the people around me. I know there's a mingle time before and after, but for me, I'm sitting there going, I just want to get up and I want to go talk to her and I want to talk to her and I can't. And, so it's so funny because as an introvert, I can only imagine that a lunch would maybe be more comfortable because then they only have to talk to whoever is next to them.
Yeah, but I will say our lunches we stretch people. I will say every event we have, we make people uncomfortable. Today, I thought our people were going to die in the business pod. Literally, I thought they were going to die at some, because I was like, get on your story and we're going to say, hey, we're featuring on these businesses, da-da-da. And they were like,
what is the business pod that you keep talking about?
So we launched business pods this year, literally 3 weeks ago. And so it's mastermind. It's BNI, but not. So I've been Jess's guest. She has a BNI. It's lovely, not for me at all. I am so bored. I just cannot do it. It is not my style. I think it serves a huge purpose and it's great. Not for me. I want it to be different. So this is how we build things. Hey, I like that, but I don't like that about it. Doesn't mean it's bad, but I want to do it differently. So everything we see, we kind of emulate. So the pods are 2 in-person meetings, 1 online meeting a month, and the 4th Friday you have off. We don't meet, go practice all the things we're teaching. So we have a training for each one. We have different guest speakers coming in. We have implementation time. We have all of the things. So it's very different. And our ask is that, because we don't have a strict referral policy, but our ask is that you tag the BFF directory.
Sure.
Because that puts eyes on businesses that link arms with our business, our morals and our values. That helps us with our nonprofits. And then you can tag whoever you want. And honestly, we're not watching. We don't have time to stalk you. God's watching, so we don't have to. And that's our motto for it. But that was the expectation. It was communicated. We told people they had to agree to it in order to be in it. But we're 3 weeks in, and truly we've had our in-persons, we've had our online, and the feedback is mind-blowing.
Yeah. I will say we actually have a wait list right now, 4 or 5 people. And I saw more coming through today. I didn't even tell you. But they want to be in on the business pods. It's really to teach you on things like do an email list, or like she said, things that you may struggle with that you're like, I just wish someone would sit down and show me how to do this. And so
Yeah.
that need is what we saw
Yeah.
was needed. And so that's why we started that.
That is something that as entrepreneurs, I literally was just talking to my husband about this the other day because there's parts of every business that an entrepreneur just isn't trained for.
Yeah.
Like we don't have a finance, accounting, marketing, sales, and your specialty.
You
we
don't
all
have a
don't
degree
have
in
that.
all of those? I don't
No.
understand, Donna.
Not all of them. No, a couple, but not all of them. But yeah, I mean, it's like, every entrepreneur, no matter who you are, there are gaps that you need to learn more and you need to grow more and do more. I'm sure it fits a perfect niche where there's a lot of need. So
Yeah. We actually
that's awesome.
we were playing with the format and how many people. We were like, okay, the room fits 100. Fantastic. We have the network for it. But do we want that? And I was like, no, not at all. We don't want that right now. So we went back and forth. Do we have 30? Do we have 50? And we're like, let's pray about it. And the number 30 kept circulating. And we ended up, I think we closed out at 28 people. We were like, that's good. Let's do that, right? Let's not go over 30. Let's cap it. And so far,
Smart.
I mean, I trained today for an hour and a half and people were engaged and they're moving around the room and they're getting to know everybody. And like I said, a need within the community, not limiting the seats, but having it business focused. Like that is our business center because we have community, we have faith, and what are we doing to pour back into the businesses? And people kept asking us. So yeah, this is the business pods. And they're named the pods because I don't know, did anybody see Love is Blind?
Yes.
Yes. So they fall in love in a pod. And I was like,
I don't know. Do you think any of our listeners have heard Love is or have seen Love
I
is
saw
Blind?
that, but I saw the English version of it. I think they were in England or whatever.
So the UK version's better because it's cleaner. The American one's kind of trashy. I'm not going to lie, but I watched multiple. I love the show. It's 9 seasons in. So I was like, I love the term pods. Like I want to be in a pod. And so that's how we got BFF pods. So yeah, now it's our business pods. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Tiffany and I have this secret desire to speed date. We just feel like, that would be so fun. I just know I would know if I'm going to connect with that person in 60 seconds or not, right?
She wants to test it.
Right? I totally do. But that's why we did our next event as speed networking because I was like, it's kind of close. Let's speed network.
Yeah, that's what we did for our mix and mingles because what is it? Love on the Spectrum? I love love. So Love on the Spectrum, they were speed dating and it was so sweet. And I loved it, but I'm married. And I was like, well, I want to speed date. So our mix and mingle has a speed dating format. So it's like ding, 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 ding. And it's very fun. It's very fun.
I don't think speed dating is as glamorous as us married people think that it is.
No, I think it is. I do. I think it's just as glamorous. Yes.
Donna, yes, it is. Don't take this from me, Tiffany.
I would love to speed date network with to find out about your friends, right? Like, are we going to even wait? Like, why waste our time? Like, let's just see.
Right? Yes.
Work or not.
Because I'm sorry, making a friendship is just like dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't watch any movies. I really don't have time to sit and I'm very particular about what I'm going to watch. I'm going to probably make fun of it the whole time. And if I don't have a good snack, I'm over it. So she's a movie watcher. I am not.
I love movies. People are like, how do you have time to watch TV? I'm like, oh, I make time. I love TV. People are like, when? I'm like, oh yeah, I get into a series. I'm like, I need to schedule out 72 hours because there's that many episodes for next week. How can I do it?
I'm at the point where I have to ask my kids, if there's one thing I want to watch, I'm like, put it on. I don't even know how to work the remote. I don't even know how to work the remote because I never said
my gosh.
anything.
Yeah, it's just a balance, you guys. I can teach you. I love it. I really am.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. And we're super excited because you have a podcast as well, and it's launching actually today. So what can listeners expect from it, and how does it tie into the mission of your group? And tell us the name of it.
Holy and Unhinged is the name.
The mission.
Well,
I knew this was going to be funny.
The mission is we're here to plant seeds on things that really matter in the world. And I am knee deep in conspiracy theories. This is why I can't watch movies clearly. And I'm here to share my knowledge with everybody who should wake up and see what's going on. So I should probably just get a beautiful foil hat and just wear it everywhere and let everybody know so there's no surprise. But this is
okay. I thought, Jess, that you were me. But you might be Donna.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big conspiracy theory person. Oh, huge. Yeah. You're speaking my language. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we were going to launch this as we did Good Morning BFFs. We did live features of all the small businesses and preferred vendors, and we're doing all this stuff. And we're like, well, let's switch it to a podcast format. And then we're like, you know what? scheduling people is really hard, right? As you guys know. And then adding one more thing to our plate. And we're like, we just kind of want to talk about things we want to talk about. So we each play a different role. It's Jess, Melissa, and I. And Jess is Dr. Jess, but also now taking on Judge Jess with her. That's her nicknames, right? And so she's big or small. She sells it all because of her real estate guru-ness, right? But her Dr. Jess format comes out. It's like, people cannot live this close to this because of this, and they're gonna die. And she does. And that's how she talks to her clients. That's why our clients love her so much, because she's so transparent. No, there's a 5G tower somewhere. It's like, okay, honey. And so this is Jess, right? And then you've got Melissa, who's the main character. Thorough but forgiven is her tagline. And so we bring in conspiracies. We bring in Melissa's dating stories.
That's good.
So good. They're so good because she's single. She's 40 and single. And so she can be out there, which we need to get her.
Is she speed dating?
I know.
We need her to attend one, and we need to have.
Yes.
Please. If you're listening to the masses, we need her to attend one, and we need to live vicariously through her. Please.
Yeah, we need to know how it goes. Like, was there any gems in that disaster? I just want to know.
You guys heard it here. The Holy and Unhinged podcast is going to have an episode on speed dating with Melissa.
Yeah. No, we got to find one. Yeah. Okay. We're putting out, we got to research.
If she needs a wingman, I mean, I'll go with her and pretend. I'm game.
I really want to do this. Okay. I'm going to make a note. Melissa and Donna are going to speed date. I love it. Yes. I mean, honestly, it's so freaking funny. And then they call me the holy healer because I always have my Bible and I'm like, wait, let me check a Bible reference. Like, oh my gosh, what are you coming? I was like, well, technically what I heard and then this, and we go deep. And so for me, it's, hey, I'm a high performance coach and I help people that we're created on purpose with a purpose. Let's figure that out. Let's turn it into a business and do business strategy and all the things. So all of our brains combined turn this podcast into honestly something we thoroughly enjoy. We laugh our butts off and we're like, hey, listen, don't listen. We love doing it.
Yeah, good.
As a podcast manager, you have to have the passion to have the podcast. So if you get 3 listeners or you get 500, you got to be in it for the podcast, to reach the few people that you reach.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, or a lot, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, whatever happens, we're like, hey, God will take it. He's taking the rest. So how many dogs do you have? 3 dogs?
3 dogs. Yeah, because I have kids in college and they get dogs, and then what their next housing doesn't allow them, and then I end up with 3. So yeah. So this one is mine though.
Hi. Say hi, Loki.
I love it.
I figured out you were the stuffed animal kid.
That's yes, I was.
Yes. The kid figure, you solved it.
Oh my God, that's so funny because I never thought of that. I was like, I never had dolls. I don't know what this is about.
We have a Barbie, 2 babies, and a stuffed animal.
I did have stuffed animals galore. Yeah, I did. That's funny.
Way to go. Wait, what is she? She's the conspiracy theorist. So there we go.
Oh my God, Jess, you and I over some wine, we could conspiracy theory all the way down the road.
Yeah, she's got some.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much to Jac and Jess for joining us today and sharing the heart behind St. John's BFF. We loved hearing how you created this community with so much care, purpose, intention, and focus. Love hearing your relationship stories and what your motivation is behind all of this. So thank you so much for joining us.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
All right. It's time for your networking mode on tip. This week's networking mode on tip is to celebrate the people in your space who are building something meaningful, even if it looks like what you're doing. When we shift from competition to connection, we all grow. So today, we're shining a light on the women of St. John's BFF. They're building a community in a way that's thoughtful, mission-driven, and such a great reminder that there's more than enough room for all of us. The more genuine connection out there, the better. Networking mode on.
Head to stjohnsbff.com to learn more about their mission, upcoming events, and their brand new podcast launching today. And while you're at it, make sure you're following along with us at the Link Up Lounge. We're both building spaces where connection comes first, and there's so much room for all of us to grow. Let's keep building these powerful links together. You've been hanging out in the Link Up Lounge, your lounge for turning one link into endless opportunities.
Now it's your turn. Go make a powerful link today.
Networking mode on.